In our countryside, there has always been a common saying that goes, the poorer the place, the more chaotic it is. I didn't believe it before, but after what happened in my family, I finally understood that this saying wasn't baseless at all. My mother's origin was rather strange. According to my grandma, she found her by the river. She didn't know where my mother had been washed down from. My mother was mentally abnormal and didn't even know her own name. At that time, our family was so poor that my father was already quite old but still hadn't got a wife. Grandma had a wicked idea in her mind. She forcibly dragged my mother home, locked her in the room, and urged my father to quickly consummate the marriage with her so that the Lee family could have descendants. Coincidentally, that night when my grandpa came back from repairing a grave for someone, he caught sight of a jade pendant hanging around my mother's neck at a glance. Immediately, his face changed.
He said that our Lee family didn't deserve such good fortune and told Grandma to send my mother away.
Quickly, or the whole family would be in trouble. However, Grandma had a stubborn temper and refused to do it no matter what. She even scolded Grandpa for being useless.
She said that as a grave repairman, he was so poor that he couldn't even find a wife for his son.
She threatened that if the Lee family had no descendants,
she would go and bump her head against the ancestors' tombstones.
Those words really hurt Grandpa's self-esteem. Grandpa sighed a couple of times and didn't say anything more.
He just quietly called my father outside and warned him sternly that if he wanted to stay alive,
he shouldn't touch my mother. Since then, Grandpa stopped going out to repair graves for others. He guarded my mother every day and didn't let my father enter the room. He himself often went into the room. Every time he went in, he would come out after a long while. When he came out, he looked rather tired, but there was still a smile on his face. Grandma, on the other hand, was busy arranging the banquet for the wedding. She picked a good day and invited the villagers to come and have a drink. On that wedding night, Grandpa had no choice but to watch helplessly as my father entered the bridal chamber. He himself stood outside the bridal chamber for the whole night. Before long, my mother became pregnant. I was born on the 9th day of the 9th lunar month, so Grandpa named me Li Chujio. Originally, I thought that what Grandpa had said before was just to scare people. But who could have thought that when I was 10 years old, a big mess happened in our family.